Hello, right, okay. It's what is it today? Saturday? Yes, it's still Saturday, my end. Just I promised myself an easy weekend this weekend, but I know it's not going to happen now because I've got a Zoom call today and another Zoom tomorrow, and somewhere in the middle we've got another meeting. Um, one second, there's an email just popping up here. Okay, right. Early birds, three-step. We've figured out with three steps. We've been literally, I think, the last 2 3 days. We've had meeting after meeting after meeting, and we've picked the three programs for our three-step team build, crypto team build. They're all crypto related. There's a step for every budget. This is what we've been trying to figure out which step we're going to have for step one, which step two, step three, and basically you can start from step one, build your way up to step two, and then build your way up to step three, or you can just go for it. Step three, you can actually join and earn when it goes live, which will be literally the horses is in the stable bolting, ready to bolt there. Well, this one, we've got a couple of more things to iron out, but I think within the next couple of days, it's going to be live. Just making sure I'm recording. So I'll share my screen and I'll just walk through the steps, what we've got. And again, don't be overwhelmed. Just, have a look. Join them all. You can join them all for free. Have a look around. And then to be honest, the third step, I was in two minds whether to go for it, but I know the programmer, I know the owner very well. I've got a smashing spot in there right up the top. The team EB, yeah, is right up there. So but I'll share my screen and I'll show you. We're going to be transparent on everything. But the buy-in, you can join for free. You can make money by promoting it. There's not many programs out there that you could honestly say you could promote it and not spend a dime and still have an opportunity to make an income. And on this one, you can. Obviously, the income's not as good as what it would be if you are a paid member, but we'll go through the steps in a minute. You can earn like I said, you can earn for free. Then there's different steps, different levels. So it's appealing to everybody. When it goes live, at the minute, you'll need a join code, which I'll show you. I'll stop waffling because I can feel myself. I'm going to share my screen. And we'll go through it. So am I sharing my screen? Someone give us a thumbs up. Yep, okay. I think the recording of this Zoom will put the Early Birds team, the Early Birds Facebook group link in there, and this splash page link, and then from those two links you'll have, for now, everything you need to get into those steps. So when you pop over to the Early Birds, the pin post, and I don't know if anybody else has noticed, you've got now announcements in the Facebook group. So just maybe check the announcements if you don't see this post on the pin post, and click see more. A lot of people stumble on that. They don't click see more, and if you click see more, you'll have a full description of what's going on. But the splash page is obviously the first link, and I'll just pause that. I'm not sure if you can even hear that audio. So basically, we've broke it down now. Step one, step two, step three. What I would suggest is anybody who's watching this video, by the time you watch this, the share codes might be gone. The join codes might be gone for step three. I would say 2 or 3 days, they'll be gone. It's literally making sure. I'll explain why in a little bit. Why dragging it out a few more days. So anyway, early birds, step one. Price of Bitcoin changes. So again, when you could be watching this video in a month's time from recording, and it could be $20 to join, depending on the price of Bitcoin. So step one, I'll press. Well, that'll take you over to Team Builder BTC, which is our program. So that's obviously the first program what we want in our team build. Brief description. I'm not going to go into a massive detail on all of these different programs. I'll probably spend most of this Zoom on step three, which is the one what's about to launch. Step one is an advertising platform. You can buy some network text ads again, the network ads go to different websites. They don't just go internally. They go on all of the early birds websites, splash pages. Our members have got the codes in there. So the network ads literally is a network of websites. You get a good coverage, not just the people in this program, because you want eyes to whatever you're advertising outside of the group. You know, it's not just about that. But again, all the information is really on there. So that's where we're started. It's 0.001 BTC. And again, if you can read, you'll be smashing. Anything less than that, and I'll be blunt, some people don't like us being blunt, but anything less than that, you know, it's about, depending again on the price of Bitcoin, at the minute, I think it's about $8 buy-in. If you're looking to make an income online, or you want some good advertising, you've got to spend a little bit of money. And if you haven't got a budget of $8 to $10, then really, no offense there, but you shouldn't really be internet marketing. Again, I mean, some people not like us saying that, but in this game, you've got to put some money in to get money out. There's no magic money. Anybody who claims on a website, put this in and I'll give you X amount back, it's just funny money, I call it. And we're not looking for funny money programs. Obviously, this is ours. This is owned by the early birds, and it's everyone wants to know who the owner is. There you go, hands up. There's the face. There's the owner. You've got my Facebook group. You've got my Facebook profile. So I'm not going anywhere. This is my living. So there's the first one out the way. That's step one. Step two, and we've tried to make it so everybody can join step one, step two, from, you know, like as a loop. When you go to step one, you'll see on that page a link to join step two, which is our crypto builder team build. And again, for step one and step two, we'll have ad spots in there. The ad spots, any income generated by those ad spots, the funds are used to advertise on paid advertising networks like YouTube, Facebook ads, banner network ads, you know, on different sites, to regenerate activity for our team builder. So and we'll also probably be, we haven't even talked about this yet, so don't hold us to it, but we'll probably be doing something where we'll advertise step three as well, but that's not finalized. That's most people, to be honest, who's watching this Zoom now, know all about step one and step two. Step two that's not our program, where we joined it as a team build, the Early Birds team build. It's owned by the same guy who had Zar Fund, which we all know did very, very well in the past. It has a good database. The numbers are going up. I'll be truthful, the numbers are going up a little bit slower than I thought. But the owner, I mean, it's been 85 days online, and the numbers is doing well. You know, 8,000 members, nearly 8,500, should we say. Donations is massive, and the active positions are growing. I've been watching the figures. I don't just join it and, you know, forget about it. So it is going up, but the owner, I was chatting with him every single day, and then he sort of dropped off the planet, and I messaged him, and his wife messaged us back. He was very ill. And, you know, we're all human beings. We all get ill sometimes, and I think that slowed the progress down on that one. But long term, for the early birds, even though the owner sort of, you know, he's recuperating, shall we say, the program is itself still working fine. It's an automated system. You put $20 buy-in, promote it. As the numbers grow, it starts spitting out new spots. It starts spitting out Bitcoin payments, all automated. The odd couple, I've seen the odd video on Facebook and whatever, saying, oh, the owner's sick and it's blah, blah, you know, having a panic attack. The program still works, just because it's all automated. Just because the owner's ill, it means that he's not obviously putting his 100% effort into promoting it. Let the guy recuperate, but the program itself still working. It's not an excuse to say, you know, I was a bit shocked when I seen a couple of videos floating around. The guy's recuperating. So we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. His wife replied, so it wasn't like I didn't get a reply. So we're still behind it. We're still pushing it. The system's still working. And again, it's a long-term project. We've always said we didn't join this particular program to get $1 million in a week. I just want to go back, rewind a little bit. Something that every single thing, step 1 and step 2 and step 3, and that this accounts to anything online. You join it, you've got to work it. It's the mentality. I've been thinking a lot this weekend about the mentality of marketing and how to earn online, and I get a lot of people saying, how do you earn online? The mentality side of it, you've got 2 types of marketers. Basically, I'm going to cut this, round it off. You've got the first type of marketer who joins a program, and they'll say, right, the first thing they say is, will I get spillover? That's one type of mentality, which is fine. Some people, want to take a risk, to join it, and they just hope for spillover. And then the second mentality is, how do I promote it? How am I going to get sign-ups? There's, 2 mentality. And I see a lot of people joining. I've been doing this long enough. This is not the first rodeo. You get a lot of people joining. They hope for spillover. They don't do any work. In the early birds, we'll take anybody. We'll take literally anybody. Anybody who wants to join, if you want to join, hope for spillover, you're welcome. You really are welcome. What we don't welcome is crybabies in the early birds Facebook group. We want positive mental attitude. That's what I'm trying to get across this weekend. The second type of marketer who'll come in, we're looking for those, the leaders who come in and say, right, how do I join? And then they go and promote it. And someone says to me the other day, how do you make money online? And the first thing, sometimes they say, you don't sleep much. Something I say in my head, when I join the program, doesn't matter what program it is, I'll join it. And I'll wake up in the morning sometimes, and I'll be truthful. Sometimes I get down in the dumps if I haven't had a sign up, and everyone's, we've all been there. And some days I wake up and I say, right, I'm just not going to bed until I get a sign up. And I'll literally post all day. I'll post on Facebook groups, I'll post on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll go to town on it. But once I've decided I'm going to get a sign up, I'll just not stop until I do. Literally, I mean, if you've got to discipline yourself. A lot of people promote something for a week. They don't make whatever their expectations. Everyone's expectations seems to be so high these days. If you bring it down, you'll get there, and use steps. This is why we did step 1, step 2, and step 3. So again, I'm building up to step 3 here because of the attitude, and I thought, we're promoting, we're all doing a lot of work in step 1. I'm watching who's working and I'm watching who's not working, and normally the ones who are crying are the ones who are not working. If you work, you'll get results. Whether it takes a week or it takes 2 weeks or it takes 3 weeks, long term, you will get results. Then step 2, again, long term, you're not going to join step 2 and make a living. You're going to join step 1 and leverage that into step 2. If you've got the budget, I would go for all of them. And then I thought about step 3, and I thought, the budget to make some serious money. And I thought, well, if I can promote people in step 1, I'll go out, I do the posts, I do the emails, I do this, I do that. I can do it in step 2. Why can I not do it in step 3? And I know the owner really well. I was Skype regular, and I was talking to him. And at first, I says, budget's a bit higher. And he says, Jim, you'll be surprised. And I'm actually finding it easier. I'll be truthful. I'm finding it easier to get sign-ups in step 3 than I am in the $10. Really. And today I says to him, I think 6 days ago, he was telling us I would be surprised. And so far, I am. But anyway, stop waffling. I know everyone's waiting to know what's going on. So step 3 is, if you've seen my videos before, it's the travel party. Now, this was launched a while back, and I've said in my videos before, it was a mess. The site was a mess. The programmer was terrible. There's a new programmer, which is also a friend of mine, contactable on Skype. You know, again, that doesn't mean come to gym for sport tickets. Go through the channels. But I'm comfortable with it. That's the first point. They've been around forever. Daniel is, like I said, he's a good friend. He's not going anywhere. It's transparent. It's not a website or a program hidden behind X amount of people. The owners, I know. So there's the first tick, should we say. Then we've got the buy-in. I've lost my train of thought here. I'm just going through. So basically the plan was everybody in Fund My Cause last week got an email. They had to join. They got this bridging page. I'll just explain the plan because there's a lot of members who are dying to get, dying to go, and I'm just going to explain why we're having to wait. The process of what's going through the system. Daniel wanted everybody in Fund My Cause to join the sponsor in the travel party in relation to Fund My Cause. The people that did the work in Fund My Cause. So he wanted them to have first chance, to move the membership over to the travel party, and then their downline follow them in there, because they spend all the time advertising. So he wanted to, which was a good thing. So the bridging page, that bit's sort of out of the way. There was a lot of people getting blocked. So today's, I would say, my personal opinion is the final step. He sent a mail out today to the entire Fund My Cause site, which was, I think, about 8,000 people that went out today, earlier this morning. They have to now contact him direct and ask for a code. I've been busy with him on and off all day. He then searches through the downlines in Fund My Cause. If they're already a member of the travel party now, he places them, he gives them the code for that particular person. So he wanted to keep it fair to the people who really in Fund My Cause went to town. And just to give you an example, I had everything ready, but it's gone. 1 second, I'll have to find it. I don't know where it is now. I had all the pages ready. But anyway, I think I've got something like, here it is, sorry. So the bridging page, I think that's done now. But people were getting confused. He wanted them to be, if your sponsor in Fund My Cause wasn't a member, you had to wait or contact your sponsor, and everyone was getting blocked there. So now, just an example there, 1,134 people from my downline have all got mails today. They all email direct Daniel from the link in the email. He then goes through here, looks who's sponsored who. So they'll all end up, and I know Tammy, just an example, Tammy Jones, she had a couple of people, I had a couple of people from this list who were made direct. So they should be popping up soon. But the exciting bit, once that's figured out, and I think literally tomorrow or the day after, the codes are going to be gone. You can get out there. But in the early birds, I've put 2 video links. These 2 videos, and you'll see them. I'll just try and find them. I'm getting a message from somebody. Hang on a second. I'm getting a message from Mike, but I cannot help you, Mike. I'm right in the middle of a Zoom. Somewhere in the early birds. Yes, there you go. Step 3 is nearly here. Those 2 links there is literally the links to those 2 videos. Okay, so I'm pushing me luck, to be honest. I'm not even supposed to put them there. And I said to Daniel, my team's getting restless. I need some information there. So there's a little video to the introduction of the travel party. But the second video is the comp plan. So what I wanted to just go on this Zoom, I want to explain basically the free member, there's 6 pools. And don't get overwhelmed by it. If you join as a free member, you can promote this travel party. And again, if you watch this video, I don't even want to sell it because the sale from start to finish, the sales line, the whole funnel is so tight. it sells itself. Once you've joined this, you can just literally advertise out there. They'll fill in the form, which is this form. Once they fill that in, the whole system just takes it over. Literally, you don't have to be a super salesperson to sign in here. If you want some cheap travel, you don't even have to go that far. Eh? You can go in there, and the search engines. I've done a couple of tests on the. I mean, we've all been to these websites where you can get cheap travel, but I did a couple of tests already, and the results was quite impressive. But that's just one side of it. So anybody who's watching this video now, like I said, the codes might be gone, and you could just press the link below and off you go. But if not, you'll have to go to the early birds, pop into the pin post somewhere. You'll see, this link, this post, excuse me. Pop yes underneath, or you can click this one. Join the travel party, Team EB. Now, yes, I wanted to cover that because I know I'm waffling a lot. I'll just go over to my back office. So the situation now is Team EB. Tony, Steph, Tammy, and me. So I think I can say this out now. Us four have hammered out a deal between the four of us. We're all going to be promoting one link. Now, I'm not saying everybody in the early birds has to do that. I'm just telling you. So us four are going to be promoting one link, which is going to be the Team EB link. Now, how it's going to fill at the minute, we're filling up, obviously there's gaps here. Normally it's a Team Force matrix. But because people from Fund My Cause are joining the sponsors, obviously those are the first ones going to be in there, and then we're filling the gaps. So everybody who joins from the Team EB, just an example, the next person will be placed here, the next person will be placed here, so on and so on, and then it'll fill in the gaps. But basically the first thing it's doing is it's going to Fund My Cause, seeing who their sponsor was, and then placing them under that person. But again, I think that's going to be out the door. Anybody who wants to join, I can get some more codes. Anybody who's in there now, in our team, who knows somebody who wants an early placement, all they have to do is contact support from the travel party site, their back office, ask for a code. Daniel's going to be, and I hope he's watching this, he's going to be sick of his life. And I know as soon as it gets too much, the codes are out the door. So if everybody who knows somebody who wants somebody early placed, email him for a code. He's going to get so many emails that the codes is just going to get switched off. I know it already. So I think, like I said, I'm not going to sell it as far as the comp plan and the joining fees. Literally, I suggest is fill in the form. Everybody can do this now. Click the link, fill that in, and you'll see the process starting to work, if you know what I mean. And if you need a code, contact me in the early birds, and I'll give you the code to move forward. But as far as this is concerned, you can just start joining it. But I'll repeat: Tammy, Steph, Tony, and Jim are all promoting, not just now, always, that link. And it'll start dropping in the empty spaces. I'll give you a big hint there. Hurry up. The empty spaces there, because they're not going to last forever. I already know there's 3 or 4 people asked for codes via Fund My Cause. They're going to open the email, and there's one going to be dropping over here. I think, don't get excited, Didier. I think there was one of yours asked. I know for 100% one of Tammy's, and there's another one just about to drop over here somewhere. So they're going to be closing up very, very fast there. We haven't opened up to the public yet. So there's a big hint. Anyway, right, I'm going to stop sharing, and then we'll turn on who's got the host, Steph. So I'll claim host. first, if I've done that right. You are now the host. And I'll go to chat. Right, so does anybody have any questions relating to... Oh, there's Tammy. I didn't see you there. Hello, Tammy. Right. Does anybody have any questions on the chat? So if you just... I think the best thing to do is, yes, message your question in the chat rather than speak it, if you know what I mean, because it was getting a bit confusing last time. So I'll just hang on if anyone wants to ask any questions in the chat. Anything related to the travel party? Nobody? Do you know what it is when you're not doing a Zoom? You get questions all the time, and then when you do a Zoom, nobody wants to say anything. Right, I'll unmute. Here we go. Tammy, ask a question. Go on then, Tammy.
I don't have any questions. I thought we were going to be live, but we're not.
Yeah, we're all live. We're recording, huh?
No, I don't mean on the Zoom. I meant in the travel party.
Right, okay. No, it's to be honest, the bridge. I spoke to Daniel today, and the bridge page was everyone was getting blocked with it. At first, it was you had to wait for your sponsor to join, which was too confusing. There's just too many numbers in there. And then he sent another mail out to say, if you're in Fund My Cause, you can just request it. People were getting confused. So he sent out a mail today. Everyone has to contact him, and he manually has to go through the list and look. And as I was Skyping with him 2 or 3 times today, and he was checking with me. There was one person from you, somebody from, I can't remember where he was from, Kenya or something like that. He asked for a code, so he was checking with me, and there was another one from Team EB. I'm pretty sure there was one from Didier, and I know there was one from Doug Lawson. He asked us to make sure and that he was placed in the right place. You know what I mean? But honestly, I think he'll, after today or tomorrow. Tomorrow there's a Zoom. I don't know if I mentioned that. Tomorrow there's a Zoom at 9 p.m. Eastern. There's going to be a Zoom from the travel party every Sunday. And the person that got signed up was a Jerry Schroeder, who was a professional presenter and coach. So he's going to be coming on to that Zoom tomorrow as well, 9 p.m. Eastern time. But I think after tomorrow's Zoom, I honestly think, my personal opinion, the gloves will be off. And
They'll turn it on. Everything will be open.
I think it'll not be long. Okay. I honestly don't. They just wanted to keep the integrity. Daniel says that the people in the Fund My Cause did a lot of work promoting it, and they just wanted everybody to be rewarded for the work they did in the first program. You know what I mean? Yeah. Which is fine. Which is fair enough.
Yeah.
But it'll not be long. I personally think by Monday or very latest Tuesday, everybody will be off. So anyway, the recording. I'm going to stop the recording. If anybody I see Tony's unmuted. No, he's not unmuted. Below or above, you'll see the 2 links: Facebook group and the join code. And get yourself in there. Have a look around it. Simple as that. But again, there's step 1 and step 2. It's not just about step 3. If you haven't got the budget for step 3, again, free. You can promote it for free. So there's no. I think there's 2 places. Sorry, is it South Carolina and Texas? If you're in those states, I don't.
It was North
Carolina.
North Carolina. North Carolina and Texas. They're a bit heavy, they don't like MLM programs and all these cease and desist orders and everything. So it was just the legal team, I think, said, don't invite trouble. But I'm sure, there's ways around that. I'm not, that's people in the know how to do it. Right, I'll stop recording and I'll see you in the early birds. Okay, record.